Okay, step 11, we're going to go to the cases worksheet, and we're going to use the COUNTIF function to see how many case types are unibody, how many are two-piece, and how many are compact. So let's see, equals COUNTIF. So we have a couple different choices. So our range, right, we're counting the body type, so we can select the range. And then we add our criteria. So you have two choices. You can type in unibody. Remember when we type in words in our formulas and functions, we need to put quotation marks around them. Or since the word unibody is right here and matches exactly to all these records here, we can actually just click on this cell, and this will be our criteria to look in this cell right here. And that would be the end of our COUNTIF. The nice thing about using the cell is that now we can actually copy this function down, and it's going to use relative cell reference, which is perfect, exactly what we want it to do, right? So here it'll go down to B3, and here it'll go down to B4, and it's always keeping the same range. And the reason that we didn't need to use absolute cell reference for our range is because when we selected our range, it used the table names instead of the cell names. So that's like using absolute cell reference. We do want to fill without formatting so that we can keep our nice look here. And then for the cases sold, we're going to do the same thing. We want to know the total cases sold for unibody, two-piece, and compact. So it's going to be very similar, and we'll do a SUMIF function this time. And it's the same range. We're looking at this range here. Our range and our criteria always go together. So if you're wondering what range you should choose, because actually we're going to be summing up this range over here, right? But the first two things always go together, the range and the criteria. And our criteria for this one is going to be unibody. And where do we find that? We find it in this range here. So we select our range. Again, I'm just going to use this cell for my criteria. It's easier than typing it in. And now it's asking for which range we want to sum up. And we want to sum up the cases sold for each body type. And hit my Enter key. And there we go. That's perfect. Copy this down. And fill without formatting.